Hey guys, welcome back to more Horizon Forbidden West. So we're gonna start the main quest Gemini in this video, and I'm a little apprehensive of how this is gonna go. But let's get started. Okay. Alright. So yeah, after the last video we did actually upgrade a few things. It took a long time. Like, I think I spent like half a day just running around collecting things to upgrade nonsense. It took a while, man. Okay,
Welcome
okay. Hello.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
What?
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
Oh, that's a nice
The
rig.
rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct.
Right.
But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
What?
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths.
35 hours, excuse me?
2 cores. 2 overrides. What if the merge were carried out by 2 clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long
Okay.
then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of 2 operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
That's still a lot of time.
Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good.
Okay.
As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you'd better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Of course she is. Wait, before that, I can talk to her, right? Yes, let's... Hello? Hi.
Aloy, I believe Varl is still waiting for you, outside Beta's room.
I know.
I know.
I just wanted to talk about something else first.
As you wish.
What? We already did this, right? So... did this too? I guess.
How's Alva settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive.
Of
A
course.
particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that.
Oh. Well, I don't know what... Okay.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
What?
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Farrow's Omega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators.
Quite fast, I
When we
might
get
add.
to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
Which is still a lot of
And
time.
during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future
Ugh.
humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Of course.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen.
Okay.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Interesting.
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Okay. I guess
I
time
should
to
be
go.
going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Alright, let's talk to... Oh, wait. I have a survey drone.
There. Let's see what we got.
Is it that one? I don't know. This is confusing. I think it's that one.
An excellent choice.
Or not. Damn it. It is not that one. I guess maybe this? Come on. Yeah, I think this. That is pretty cool. So pretty. Okay, let's go.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
What? I'm supposed to talk to him. Hi.
Always in a hurry, aren't you?
That's me. Okay.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Catallo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
Okay, I think that's it.
I gotta get going.
Well, I'm here if you need me.
Well, I would need you in like a few minutes, but what the hell? Hello?
Oh, didn't see you there.
Okay.
Anything new around here?
Catallo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home. Think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers.
True, true.
Knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes. Their own.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. I guess we're done.
I have to go.
Yes, of course. Don't let me delay you.
Okay, so I don't see anyone else I'm supposed to talk to. I guess let's go talk to Varl.
Aloy,
Hi. No! Sorry, Varl. I'm so
I tried.
sorry.
It's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Okay. I mean, I get
Beta,
it.
you
She's
have to come
scared,
with us.
right?
It's the only way.
Why is she not
It's
talking?
one mission. The most important one. We need you.
What is she doing?
Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone. In a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
Oh, they won't take you. We are gonna be there. Oh. Okay. I guess.
Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them.
Oh my god.
I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless.
Come on.
Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand!
Oh, what now?
You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing.
Ah, this is
I
sad.
don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
Oh man.
Beta. You don't have a defect.
You never had Rost. That's the defect.
Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him.
See, that's what I said.
He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm,
He
was
was
going to
loving in
abandon
his
you.
own
He
way.
wanted me to embrace the tribe.
Yeah.
But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way.
Exactly what I said.
And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win.
Interesting. Look at me bonding.
You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go.
Aww.
You said you'd try to protect me.
Hey, I didn't say I'll try. I said I will. There's a difference.
But You have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand?
Is she asking me to kill her if the Zeniths find her?
Okay. Promise? I promise.
I don't have to kill her, right? I wouldn't have to kill
I
her.
could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible.
I don't think we have time. You know.
I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
I'm ready now. So... Okay. Oh, what? What is
Whenever
that?
you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Okay. What is that new quest now? Oh wow, everyone has like things on top of their head.
I know that. But if there were two of me
Well,
walking
I
around,
guess we are
run for the
chatting.
hills and never-
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you?
That's
Whatever went on
sweet.
between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catalo?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I think.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
Ah, it wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though.
They did.
bought time.
They did.
All the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend. I'm glad you're with me.
Okay,
Aw.
enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
I should go.
That same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Okay, I guess him.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
She is.
I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is
course.
just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny.
Okay.
How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Catalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's
Oh.
been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
Nice.
I need it.
Like I said, just in case.
Okay.
Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
That's
I'll
nice.
listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
Okay.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl.
Aw.
What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
Oh, me
It'll
too.
work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
You're right, you know. About keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back. Because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running.
Okay. Oh, Alva has a quest. Interesting. Okay, okay. Let me just
Hey,
talk to her.
we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
She travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
Ooh. Okay.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
I hope we don't
For a
fall.
moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
You'll hear about it.
At least this time I'm not going alone. I mean, although technically speaking, they're not gonna be with me, right? Okay, I want to see if I can talk to Kotalu. Where is he? What?
The old ones created so many wonderful
there.
inventions to help others.
Hello?
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Well, at least I avoided that.
Okay.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters
Wow.
most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that.
All right.
I should go get ready.
I await your orders.
Okay, now let's talk to Alva. See what she has for us. Hello?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable.
Remarkable.
Is everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and
Oh.
if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Okay.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
Okay.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Apollo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
For now. I'll even the odds soon enough.
Okay.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
She's so excited.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night.
Okay.
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones.
Oh.
Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
Okay, let's do
you
this.
mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway. If we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Sounds scary, though. Leviathan?
So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in Landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Okay.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
Thank you.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in Landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
So I guess we'll do this before we do Gemini. Forbidden Legacy. Okay. What? Oh, we're supposed to go to Landfall. Alright, so I guess we have to go here. Can we fast travel to I guess we can. Alright, oh man. What? Oh look, this is cool. They added one more. Okay. But
Looks like the old ones used their focuses.
I know this is a way out, but I don't think that's the way I want to go.
Anytime they want it.
I think this way. Alright. Let's go check out this Leviathan thingy. Let me... Can I save, please?
The snowfall is blanketing the land.
And... Let's fast travel all the way... Oh no. Damn. Oh no, we can. Okay. Okay. What? There's something to climb here. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh, oh my god, there are quests here too. But I don't think we'll do the quests here. We'll just do this Leviathan and go back to Gemini. Because I don't want to waste a lot of time running
Alva
around.
said one of the diviners here might know where the Leviathan research facility is. Better go to the campfire and let her know I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, Alva. I'm in Landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Aloy, I'm here. Had to sneak past a few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right. Ready to talk to that diviner?
Yes. He's right over there.
Diviner Alva, what are you doing back in Landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the At-Bay Research Center, where Leviathan was developed. The legacy tells us it's somewhere in the city.
Alva mentioned you've been collecting data in the area. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I stumbled across it, but there was no data there, only crumbling ruins.
Interesting. Are
anyway.
you sure?
We might be able to find something you missed.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
Something is
You're
fishy.
hiding something.
What?
Yeah.
That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous. Something
at her.
compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look, I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye. But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here? Don't let fear deny us that.
Very well. The facility's just south of here, along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is forbidden.
Too often the truth is forbidden.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Alright guys, so I think we're going to stop here for today and then we'll continue this in the next one. So thank you so much for watching and please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.